Hello everyone. So last chapter we already studied the concepts of alteration of share capital. Now today we take up with the question based on the same. Question 1 of your study material. If you take out your pamphlets, question number 1 of your study material. Be attentive. Pass the journal entries for the following. First, consolidation of 80,000 14% preference shares of rupees 5 each marked as old face value fully paid up into 14% preference shares of rupees 10 each marked as new face value. If you all remember, in the last lecture I told you, you can check in your summary also, for consolidation and subdivision we will remember only one concept: share capital with old face value account debit to share capital with new face value account. I repeat, for consolidation as well as subdivision, same entry you have to remember: share capital in bracket old face value account debit to share capital in bracket new face value account. So all of you make the format of journal entries. Pause the video and make the format of journal entries. You can make a format of one page because 4 entries are there. We'll be solving all the 4 questions in that. Journal entries in the books of ... limited, date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. Make the format, everyone. Okay, now first one, A entry. So as we discussed, share capital with old face value account debit. Now which share capital? Be careful. 14% preference share capital. And what is the old face value as we discussed? 5 rupees. So all of you write down in the journal entry 14% preference share capital in bracket old face value is rupees 5. Okay, old face value is rupees 5. Old face value is rupees 5 account debit. Now what amount? As you all can see, 80,000 preference shares are there, multiplied by 5 rupees old face value, so 4 lakh rupees. Amount what we will get is 80,000 into 5, that is 4 lakhs. I hope everyone is clear with this. Now what we will credit is to 14% preference share capital in bracket new face value. Now what is the new face value we have to record over here? All of you can see here, new face value is 10 rupees. Okay, so to preference share capital with new face value rupees 10 account, and amount will remain same, 4 lakhs. Now amount will remain same, 4 lakhs, means 4 lakhs divided by 10 new face value. In the new balance sheet, how many shares will the company have? 40,000. Right now they have 80,000 shares of 5 each, but in the new balance sheet 4 lakhs divided by 10, what the company will have is 40,000 shares of rupees 10 each. So you'll write, being 80,000 preference shares of rupees 5 each consolidated to 40,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each. Okay, in the new balance sheet you'll have 40,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each. I hope everyone is clear with this entry. One simple fundamental I explained you in the last concept, last lecture. Old face value is what you have to debit, new face value is what you have to credit. Amount will remain same, and we discussed in consolidation face value increases but number of shares decreases. Okay, that also we discussed in the last lecture. Now exactly same way, look at the second one. Subdivision. Now it is subdivision, but concept will remain same. Old face value debit, new face value credit. Subdivision of 50,000 fully paid equity shares of rupees 100 each. All of you mark it as old face value 100 each into, see, number of shares is also given now. 10 lakh equity shares, 50,000 shares increases, and face value of rupees 5 each, new face value, it decreases. Face value decreases from 100 to 5, shares increase from 50,000 to 10 lakhs. Total amount 50,000 into 100 is also 50 lakhs, 10 lakhs into 5 is also 50 lakhs. However, what is the shortcut we have to remember? Old face value 100 in bracket we have to debit, new face value 5 in bracket we have to credit. And which share capital is this? Equity share capital. So all of you write down B. Equity share capital in bracket. Old face value 100, account debit. Okay, equity share capital in bracket, old face value 100, account debit. And what amount as we discussed? 50,000 into 100, 50 lakhs. Okay, amount is 50,000 into 100, that is 50 lakhs. And what will you credit is? To equity share capital with new face value. Now what is the new face value in bracket? 5. So to equity share capital rupees 5 account, but 10 lakh. Now they are converted into 10 lakh shares of rupees 5 each. So amount will come same, that is 50 lakhs. Okay, all of you can see here. 5 is the new face value, but 10 lakh equity shares they are converted into. Being 50,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each subdivided, okay, here they are subdivided into 10 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each. So what happens in subdivision? Face value decreases from 100 to 5. Number of shares increases from 50,000 to 10 lakhs. What do you have to remember? Old face value 100 debit, new face value 5 credit. I hope everyone is clear with this portion. Okay. Now, next, C entry. Conversion of 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each into equity stock of rupees 2 lakhs. Now here we are converting the equity shares into equity stock. This also we studied the entry last time. What do you mean by stock? No quantity, no face value, only total value. This I made you write. No quantity, no face value, only total value. So stock has only total value of 2 lakh. It does not have any quantity or face value, like 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. The entry was simply equity share capital account you will debit to close it, and to equity stock account you will credit to bring it in the books of accounts. So all of you write down C entry, equity share capital account debit. Here no face value is to be written in bracket. Simply equity share capital account debit with the amount of 2 lakhs, 20,000 equity shares of 10 each. And to equity stock account with same value of 2 lakhs. Okay. Now in the balance sheet, earlier we used to write 20,000 equity shares of 10 each. Now we'll simply write equity stock. That's it. And directly amount column rupees 2 lakh. In the new balance sheet, we'll simply mention equity stock and in amount column directly rupees 2 lakh. Being 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each converted into equity stock. I hope everyone is clear with this. Now next, D entry. Here reverse. We are converting now, conversion of equity stock of rupees 6 lakhs into 30,000 equity shares of rupees 20 each. Now stock is being converted into equity shares. So reverse entry we studied. Equity stock account debit with 6 lakhs. Okay, equity stock account debit with 6 lakhs. And 2, we are converting it to equity share capital. So to equity share capital account with again rupees 6 lakhs. But now they are converted into 60,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. Okay, now they are converted into 60,000 equity shares into 10 each. So narration would be being equity stock converted into 60,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each. So reverse entry will be passed if stock is converted into share capital. I hope everyone is clear with this concept. Very, very simple one. Okay. The total would come to how much? As you all can see, 4 lakhs plus 50, 54 plus 2, 56 plus 6, 62 lakhs. The total would be equal to 62 lakhs. Okay. So I hope everyone is clear with this concepts, right? Very, very simple questions based on alteration. Now you are supposed to try question 2 in homework on your own. What we will be doing is we'll be taking up with question 3, 4, 5 and 6. So all of you take out your study materials, question 3, 4, 5 and 6. Yes, now all of you look at question 3, 4, 5, 6. What we will be doing is we will make only one format for all the questions because they are just one journal entry each. So for every question, no need to make a separate format. So make 3, 4, 5, 6, make one page format, and in that in date column we'll write the question numbers 3, 4, 5, 6. One format of journal will be sufficient for all the 4 questions what we are doing right now. Okay. So pause the video and make the format for question 3, 4, 5 and 6 one page, everyone. I hope everyone is done with the formats. Now look at question number 3 and understand it properly. Black Forest Limited having a share capital of rupees 12 lakhs divided into shares of rupees 10 each. Underline 10 each. What will you mark it as? Yes, old face value. Resolves to convert the share capital into equity shares of rupees 5 each. What is 5? Correct, new face value. Now from 10 they are decreasing to 5, so actually it's a question of subdivision. Okay, concept is of subdivision, but anyhow, even if you are not able to identify subdivision and consolidation, that's okay. What trick you have to remember is old face value we have to debit and new face value we have to credit, and amount is going to remain same, that is 12 lakhs. The only difference, presently 12 lakhs divided by 10, there are 1,20,000 shares, and in the after the reconstruction in the balance sheet, 12 lakhs divided by 5, there will be 2,40,000 shares. I repeat, presently 12 lakhs divided by 10, there are 1,20,000 shares. After the subdivision, 12 lakhs divided by 5, there will be 2,40,000 shares. So face value will decrease in subdivision and number of shares will increase. So all of you write down the journal entry for question 3. Equity share capital with old face value, that is, what is the old face value which we have to debit? 10 rupees. Okay, so old face value, that is rupees 10 account debit with what amount? 12 lakhs. Amount is going to remain same, that is 12 lakhs. Equity share capital with old face value rupees 10 account debit, and these are 1,20,000 equity shares of 10 each. And 2, equity share capital with new face value, that is 5 account. So now in the new face value we will have 2,40,000 shares of rupees 5 each. Amount will remain same, that is 12 lakhs. Being 1,20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, subdivided. As I said, this is a question on subdivision. So subdivided into 2,40,000 equity shares of rupees 5 each. I hope everyone is clear with it. Wherever, if you find my typing speed is faster than how you are writing it, you can pause the video and write it down. Okay. Now, question number 4. Choco and Chip Limited. Choco and Chip Limited. I know in this pandemic you are not able to eat such things, not able to go out at all, and you are just waiting when the classes would begin and rush to the premises. But control yourself. Choco and Chip Limited having a share capital of rupees 20 lakhs divided into shares of rupees 20 each. So mark it as old face value 20. Resolves to convert the share capital into equity shares of rupees 8 each. So mark it as new face value rupees 8. Again, from 20 they are decreasing to 8. So is it consolidation or subdivision? Decreasing means subdividing. Okay, increasing is consolidation, and here also it's a question on subdivided. Okay, subdivision. Now, rupees 20 lakhs divided by 20. 20 lakhs divided by 20, 1 lakh equity shares are there right now. And after the internal reconstructions, 20 lakhs divided by 8, 2,50,000 shares will be there after the internal reconstruction. So again, it's a question on subdivision only. All of you write down. Equity share capital with rupees 20 account debit. Okay, so presently we have 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 20 each. Old face value is 20, amount is 20 lakhs. And 2 equity share capital with new face value, that is rupees 8. Okay, 2 equity share capital rupees 8 account in bracket. Now after dividing by 8, you'll have 2,50,000 equity shares of rupees 8 each. Value will remain same, that is 20 lakhs. So I hope everyone is confident with this alteration now. Being 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 20 each subdivided into 2,50,000 equity shares of rupees 8 each. All of you are clear with this question? Now look at question number 5. Salsa Limited has a share capital of rupees 1,60,000 divided into, you're already given the number of shares, 2,000 shares of rupees 100 each. 100 market as old face value, but 80 per share is called up and paid up. So what is 80? 80 is the paid up value. It is given also, means company has not made final call of 20 rupees. Company has called from shareholders 80 rupees and they have paid 80 rupees. Maybe final call of 20 rupees is still pending to be collected by the company. And that's why 2000 into 80 value is 1,60,000. Now pass the journal entry if X Limited resolves to already mentioned subdivide, means face value is going to decrease. The shares into, from 2000 they'll increase to 20,000. Shares of rupees 10 each, that is the new face value, of which rupees 8 per share is called up and paid up. So the paid up value from 80 will become obviously 8, as face value from 100 is becoming 10. Now presently we have 2,000 shares. After the subdivision they'll increase to 20,000 shares. Now if I ask you a question, equity share capital in bracket old face value debit, so will you debit 100 rupees or 80 rupees in bracket? Think about it, then I'll tell you. Will you debit 100 or 80 in bracket? If you have guessed it right, 100. We have clearly mentioned equity share capital with old face value, that is 100. Paid up is 80 but face value is 100, so 100 you'll debit and new face value 10 you'll credit. Amount will be obtained by multiplying with 80 and 8. I repeat, amount will be obtained by multiplying with 80 and 8. So 2000 into 80, 1,60,000. 20,000 into 8 also 1,60,000. Amount remains same. But in the journal entry, what you have to debit is face value only. Keep this in mind. Very clear. Equity share capital with old face value account debit to equity share capital with new face value account. So face value is only to be recorded. So write down question 5's journal entry. Equity share capital with old face value. Okay, old face value 100, not 80. Account debit. And amount you will obtain 2000 into 80. Paid up value is 80, so amount you will obtain by multiplying with 80. But in bracket you have to write the face value in the name of account, that is 100. So 2000 into 80, 1,60,000. Okay, and 2 equity share capital with new face value. Face value, mind well, 10 rupees account. But amount 20,000 into 8 shares, 8 rupees. 20,000 shares into 8 rupees value, 1,60,000. So keep this in mind. What we have to always write in bracket is face value only, not the paid up value. Okay, being 2000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, comma 80 paid up, subdivided into 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, comma 8 paid up. So I hope everyone is clear with this concept. Okay. Now last question 6 for today, and then question 2 you all will be trying in homework on your own. X Limited has share capital of rupees 3,50,000 divided into 50,000 shares of rupees 10 each. What is 10? Old face value, of which 7 per share is called up and paid up. So that's why 50,000 into 7 amount is 3,50,000. Pass the journal entry if X Limited resolves to now here consolidate the shares into, from 50,000 the shares are decreasing to 5,000 shares, and from 10 rupees old face value it is increasing to 100 rupees new face value. Face value is increasing means it is consolidation, of which obviously from 10 it's becoming 100. So from 7 it will become 70 per share paid up and called up. 5,000 into 70 amount 3,50,000. But in journal entry we have to write in bracket face value only. So write down the last question, question 6 everyone. Equity share capital with old face value. Okay, keep it in mind, old face value. What was the old face value? 10. Old face value 10, account debit, but amount 5,000, 50,000 into 7. Okay, amount is 50,000 into 7, that is debit with 3,50,000. And 2 equity share capital with new face value, that is rupees 100 account, and amount 5,000 into it becomes 70 paid up, that is 3,50,000. So this is a question of consolidation, being 50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each, comma rupees 7 paid up, consolidated into 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, comma 70 paid up. So I hope everyone is clear with this question, no confusions with it. Okay, very simple questions. All of you must be able to try the homework question 2 on your own. Here no need to do the total because these are 4 different questions. So don't do the total of journal. Okay, there are 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 different questions. Any confusions? Refer to the last lecture again and understand the entries of subdivision, consolidation and conversion again. That will be all for today's lecture. Bye everyone. See you in the next lecture.